What's up, everybody? Brett Okamoto from Toronto alongside Marc Raimondi. The UFC 297 press conference just wrapped. I feel like I say all the time, Marc, that these things are weird, and it got weird again in Toronto. I mean, Sean Strickland spit out his gum. He was yelling so loudly. A fan rushed the stage, which is probably not very cool. I think Arnold Allen said it best when he just said, what is happening in here?
Yeah.
What is happening in here?
Yeah.
It was a weird press conference. Obviously, the beef that happened between Drakus and Sean is now gone. They went from heated enemies to best friends, it seems like. What did you make of everything that happened
Yeah,
in
it was
here?
a roller coaster of emotions. I will say this, Brett. Toronto, very excited to have the UFC back in their city.
Yeah.
One of the loudest, most enthusiastic, for better or worse, crowds that I can remember in a press conference for the UFC.
There was an F. Colby Covington chant.
There was, and I don't even think he's here.
It was so random. And to your point, yeah, the line stretching out to get into this place at the beginning was crazy.
And it's freezing out, and people are still waiting outside for hours just to come to the press conference.
I got two questions I want to ask you about, and they're both mostly about Sean Strickland, because let's be real, I mean, this guy, he is commanding the crowd. I thought the first answer he gave was he was like, I'm fighting for you. I mean, he is connecting with these fans very, very strongly right now. The question was, and you just answered it, he's a star. How big? I mean, were you talking about like a top 3, top 4, top 5 star? And like, who would you put above him right now?
I mean, 6 months ago, I would have never said that. Sorry, I just spit into the Toronto air.
We're keeping it weird with this recap as well.
I never would have imagined that 6 months ago, Brett, but it seems like that is the case now, where Sean Strickland is really one of the biggest stars in the UFC, and it is because of the fan connection, and he does talk directly to the fans. He doesn't talk to us.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to the media. He talks literally directly to the fans, and they are responding to him. They are engaged with him.
It's insane, man. I mean, we watch fighters all the time try to come up with these creative ways to become a star, and Sean Strickland has done it simply by, and I mean, he's funny. He's got a sense of humor for sure. And he kind of started to take off when he was like going at Izzy at the press conference when they weren't even fighting. I mean, so he's had like, you know, that drawing kind of like humorous type of viral moment thing, but he is connecting in a way that we see fighters try so hard to do, and 100%. They have a hard time doing it.
And the crazy thing is that he says a lot of like horrible things. That's like part of his like character, right? Like he says a lot of offensive things that are offensive to some people, but for some reason, there's a large population of MMA fans that either don't mind the things that he says or they like the things that he says. And I'm not sure what that says about the sport or the fans, but that is the case.
Real quickly, like yes or no. Do you think that he maintains his star power if he loses? Has he crossed over into that kind of like, you know, a Justin Gaethje, a Max Holloway, like a Dustin Poirier, where if he happens to lose, it don't matter because his fan base is so built in?
I think it probably depends on how he loses, if he does lose, but I'm not sure if he's going to lose on Saturday, Brett. I really don't know if he's going to lose.
Yeah, for sure, and we don't know, but I mean just like eventually, like, you know, everyone loses,
yeah.
I just wonder if his star power is now contingent on wins, or if he's gone beyond that.
I think he's reached a point now where he's kind of a made man.
Yep. Last thing for you is, what do you make of, I mean, it was last month that we saw these two.
Yeah.
Sean Strickland was doing this on top of Drakus' head, saying that he was going to bite him, and now they're acting like best friends. Yeah. What do you make of that? And do you think it has any kind of impact on what we're going to see on Saturday?
I think that it's part of I think, you know, you're in fight week. The fight is right here. It's no longer a month out, 6 weeks out, 2 months out. It's here. They're going to fight on Saturday. So what's the point of beefing during the fight week? The fight's already been promoted. People are excited. The one thing that I want to say, Brett, people running up on stage, just don't do it. Don't be an idiot. You're going to get somebody hurt. You're running up to a stage that has 8 trained fighters on there. What's going to happen to you? You have security. Someone's going to get hurt. It doesn't make sense either. You're going to get hurt. One of them is going to get hurt. They're going to get hurt before the fight. Dumb idea. Don't do that. Don't be a copycat. Don't be a moron and do that what that guy did. Don't make that guy a star either. He's a moron.
I think that's very, very well said. And I also, if I was going to run up to a fighter, I don't know if I would run up to Sean Strickland, who has said that he was going to stab somebody earlier this week. So I think that was an interesting choice.
I mean, you don't even need a knife. You're running up to a stage with 8 professional UFC fighters. Are you an idiot? I guess so. Yes.
There you go. That guy was an idiot. Marc Raimondi, very heated. Don't do it.
Also an
Just
idiot,
don't
probably.
do it.
But me, I'm probably an idiot too. But hey,
it was a weird one, but it was a fun one at UFC 297. The fight should be good on Saturday. For Marc and myself, Brett, thanks for watching, and we'll see you the rest of the week.